Hi, I'm Miss Van Loan, and in this video, we're going to complete Module 4, Lesson 5, Independent Practice. Remember, I recommend using your math notebook and using your paper the normal way, which is called portrait. Please use a pencil, either number 2 or mechanical, and have an eraser handy. For the purposes of this video, I will be using a blank sheet of white paper, and it will be in the landscape orientation. That is because it works better for the video camera. I'm also going to be using pen because it shows up better on camera. All right, let's get started. Module 4, Lesson 5, Independent Practice. And put your name, please. Number 1, the table shows the approximate population of the state of Florida over the past several decades. What was the percent increase in population from 1960 to 1970? Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. Reminder, to find percent of change, find the amount of the change and then compare that to the original amount to determine the percent it represents. I'm going to copy down the table. So we are looking for the population change from 1960 to 1970. And we want to know what the percent increase was. Now, I probably did not need to write down the whole table, but I wanted to be able to show you what we're looking at and point it out. So we are looking for the percent increase from 1960 to 1970. And all we're going to do is find the difference and see how much it went up divided by the original. So 6.79 million minus 4.95 million is 1.84 million. If I write that out, that's 1,840,000, 1,840,000, okay? So 1,840,000 is going to be divided by the original amount, which was 4.95 million. That's 4,950,000. So we're going to make that calculation on the calculator and then see what that is as a percent. 1,840,000 divided by 4,950,000 equals 0.3717, and it looks like the 17 keeps repeating. So now we're going to multiply that by 100%, and we get, if we just move the decimal twice, 37 point, and we'll take that 7 and round up the 1, 37.2%. Number 2, a novel that originally sold for $29.95 has been reduced to $25.97. What is the percent decrease in the price of the novel? Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. Okay, so we're looking for percent decrease and round to the nearest tenth. We have $29.95 to $25.97. All right, so let's see what the difference is, and then we'll divide it by the original. So $29.95 minus $25.97 equals 3.98, and then we'll take 3.98 and divide that by the original of $29.95 divided by the original $29.95 equals 0.1328 and then we're going to multiply that by 100%. That moves the decimal twice, and we get 13 point We need to round to the nearest tenth. That's the first place after the decimal. So the 8 makes the 2 round to a 3. So 13.3% is our percent decrease. Number 3. A computer program that originally sold for $55.95 has been put on clearance and reduced by 20%. If Lisa buys the program, how much will she pay after a sales tax of 5.5% is applied? Round your answer to the nearest cent. So a cent would be 2 decimal places, because that's what a penny is. And a penny is a cent. Okay, so originally $55.99 reduced 20%, new price, and then plus 5.5% tax to get the total. Okay, so that's kind of our process here of what we're going to do. So let's reduce $55.99 by 20%. And I'm going to use a shortcut here. I haven't showed you this shortcut before. But if we have 100% of something, and this would be 0% on this little bar graph here, and let's divide it into 5 sections. So this would be 20%, if this whole section would be 20%. This whole section, then we get to, if we add this one, this would be 40%. If we keep going, we'll have 60%, and then 80%, and then 100%. So if we take off 20%, what are we left with? If 100% of our price is $55.99 and we take off 20%, how much do we have left? If we remove this 20, we're left with 80. That's what's left, 80%. So we could just find 80% of $55.99, and then we don't have to do it in 2 steps. We can just find the 80% instead of finding the 20% and then subtracting that from $55.99. So I'll do it the long way first real quick just so you can see what on earth I'm talking about, and then I'll use the shortcut. So $55.99 times 0.2, which is 20%, is 11, and we'll round that. The 8 will make the 9 round up. So it's $11.20 is 20% of $55.99. So then we would have to do $55.99 minus 11.2, and we get a price of $44.79. $44.79. Now, the shortcut way is to say $55.99 times what's left is the 0.8, the 80%, and we get $44.79. The 2 makes the 9 stay the same. It doesn't round up, so $44.79. You get the same answer in 1 step instead of 2. So we can do this with the tax as well, okay? We could find 5%, 0%, 100%. This is $44.79 is our new 100%. We're going to find 5.5% and add it on, right? We're going to add on 5.5% of $44.79. Well, what if we just did $44.79 times 105.5%? 44.79 times 105.5%. That is literally the exact same thing as finding 44.79 times 5.5%, getting that, and then adding back the original 44.79 and getting our new total. And I will prove it to you. Let's do it. 44.79 Do you like shortcuts? Because I like shortcuts. 105.5. Oops, I did that wrong. We have to convert it to a decimal, which means we move the decimal twice, and then we get rid of the percent. So times 1.055. Okay? That is 47.25, and the 3 does not make the 5 round up, so our total is 47.25 after tax. Let's do it the two-step method. 44.79 times 2 decimal places. Now it's not a percent, it's a decimal. 44.79 times 0.055 equals 2.46. The 3 makes the 6 not round up. So then we take our tax, 2.46, and we add the original price, or well, the sale price, 44.79, and we get 47.25. So again, I'm showing you 2 methods to get to the same thing. Whichever one works for your brain, you can use. Let's do number 4. Lucas needs to buy a new helmet, but he only has $45. He finds a helmet for $49.99. The store is having a 25% off sale, and then he will have to pay 8.1% sales tax. How much money will he save? How much will the helmet cost with tax? How much money will he have left over? So there's a whole lot of questions here, and we need to answer every single one of them. Let's write down some information. Lucas has $45. Helmet is $49.99. Sale, 25%. Tax, 8.1%. And luckily, most places tax is calculated on the sale price, not the original price, although that is something you will need to be aware of. Sometimes stores still calculate the tax on the original price. So you just have to be aware of the situation. We're going to calculate tax on whatever the sale price is after we take 25% off. This is pretty close to $50, so we can kind of estimate if that's around $50 and we take off 25% from $50, which half of 50 is 25, half of that is $12.50. So we're going to be taking off about $12.50. So that would be 48, 38, 37.50. And then this is pretty close to 10%. So then I would add back about $3.70. And I would say this is about $40 and I don't know, some change. So maybe close to around $41 is what I would like estimate in my head. So when we get to the end, we should have a number close to that. This is my little estimation. Let's go ahead and write down what we need to give for our answers. How much will he save? Savings. Then cost with tax. And then money left over. Okay. And if you're typing this into the document, you want to make sure that you are writing all of these, which make it really easy to see. And also, I would type out all of this information to show that you're pulling it out of the paragraph. And then I would type out everything that we're going to do here to solve it. So $49.99 times 25%. We move the decimal 2 places, get rid of the percent. So we do $49.99 times 0.25. Equals $12.49, but that 7 is going to make it round up. So we'll just say $12.50. And so we'll do $49.99 minus the $12.50. $37.49. And then we need to multiply that by the tax, which is 8.1%. Move the decimal twice. 0.081 37.49 times 0.081 equals $3, and that 6 will make the 3 round up, so $3.04. Okay, so now that $3.04 is the tax. We need to add it back to the sales price. Plus $37.49 equals $40.53 as our final price. So the savings was $12.50. That's what we got off from the sale price, where we took 25% off. The cost with tax is $40.53. And now money left over. Well, he had $45, so now $45 minus $40.53. So we need 47 to make $1. And then 44 minus 40 will leave us with 4. So $4.47 left over. So yes, he can buy his helmet and maybe even a pack of gum. Number 5. A supermarket purchases boxes of cereal in bulk for $2.95 per box and then sells each box of cereal for $3.49. What is the percent increase in the marked up price of the cereal? Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. $2.95 is what they buy them for. $3.49 is what they sell them for. We want to know the percent increase of the markup. And that's an actual term that is used to describe the difference between what the store buys it for and what they sell it for. It's called the markup. And it's a very lucrative business to be involved in buying and selling products with a high markup. So what is the percent increase? So we're going to take the new minus the original to find the difference, and then take that difference and divide it by the original. So 3.49 minus 2.95 is 54 cents. That's the difference, so we'll take that and we'll divide it by the original. And I get 0.1830 blah blah blah, 0.1830 ... And what are we rounding to? The nearest tenth. So let's multiply this by 100%. We'll move the decimal point twice, so that's 18.3%. That is not a very high markup. Hopefully they're selling some other things with a much higher markup so that they can still afford to pay their employees. Let's do number 6. An event planner was helping to plan a family reunion. To determine the number of water bottles to purchase, the event planner expects an average of 4 bottles per person. The event expects to have 44 adults and 39 children. To be safe, the planner will purchase an additional 7% of the calculated total. How many water bottles does the event planner need to purchase? Round to the nearest whole number. Wow, 4 bottles of water. I hope that's not like all in one day. That's a lot of plastic for a lot of people. Okay. Maybe it's like over the course of a couple days or something. So 4 bottles per person, 44 adults, 39 children, plus extra 7% to be safe. How many total? Okay, so we'll just add 44 and 39 equals 70, 83. Okay, then we're going to do 4 bottles per person, so 83 times 4, 332, and then an extra 7%. So we'll find 7% of 332, and then we will add it back to the 332 to get a total of how many water bottles they're going to buy. So we will move the decimal place twice. It will be 0.07. So 332 times 0.07 is 23.24 water bottles. We don't deal with decimals because you're not going to buy part of a water bottle. So we'll just say 23 because this is less than a half. So 23, and then we'll add that back to the 332, and that's 355. Okie dokie. Number 7. Chloe works at a restaurant as a waitress. Yesterday, she served a large family whose bill was $300 before gratuity was added. Gratuity is the tip. Then the restaurant added an 18% gratuity to the bill automatically. How much was her tip? What was the total bill, including tip? So the bill is $300. The tip is 18%, and then we want to know the tip amount, and we want to know the total bill. So we'll find 18% of 300 and then add it to it. 300 times 18%, move the decimal twice, get rid of the percent. 300 times 0.18, 54. So her tip was $54. Then if we add 54 to 300, that's 354. Number 8. A fundraiser promotes that 15% of every purchase will be donated to a charity. If total sales are $1,370, how much will be donated to charity? So the original amount of whatever we're looking at is 1,370, and we are looking for 15% of that. Okay, so 1,370 times 15%. We move the decimal place twice, get rid of the percent. So 1,370 times 0.15 equals 205.50. 205.50. We're talking about dollars here, so we need 2 decimal places, and that is our answer. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much.